Yeah.
But he spikes their whatever they're drinking, and that fucks them all up.
Here's what happens. Yeah, no, he spiked it beforehand. He arranges this party. He's like, "Thank you guys so much for coming," and has them all raise a glass, of like, let's say sparkling grape juice or something. I don't know, whatever. We'll fix it in post, or in rewrites, whatever. And he says, "I forgive you," and they're all like, "What?" And then they all drink anyway because he starts drinking.
Sure.
And then, like, you start to see them transform their vision and cut to black credits, end of season 1. You realize they're in it now. Or maybe he doesn't say, "I forgive you," until then. Like, that's the last thing you hear. "I forgive you."
Or maybe as they're, like, slowly transforming, he says, "I forgive you." And it, like, and then, yeah.
Evan Rachel Wood for Daisy.
Okay. Yeah. That would be a good choice. And then for Donkey Kong, The Rock.
Yeah, for sure. Not Josh Gad.
No. I don't.
I'm gonna find a place for him. He could be the Shy Guys.
He could. He could play all of those because they were kind of.
What about that yellow, or not yellow? Jesus, the pink thing that shot eggs out of its.
Oh,
big,
yeah. Was that a dude
butthole
or a
mouth.
girl?
I think it was supposed to be a girl because I think it wears a bow on its head in Mario Kart. I can't remember what its name is though.
That feels like it's got to be a tough role, right? I don't know. Is it tough or is it like?
Does it even speak? Yeah, like it could just be all CGI.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's not anything that has a real. I don't know. But the thing is, I guess they all have real world like counterparts, right? Because like James Spader was Koopa, but he was also a real person.
Right. Birdo, that was her name.
Birdo. I don't know who could play Birdo. They're in Japan at that point, so.
Yeah. You get a Japanese actress.
Yeah.
We need to do some research on the.
Yeah, I'm not. Or it could just be Margot Robbie.
Fine. She's always good no matter what you put her in. So I guess the games would evolve over time. Would each season be an adaptation
of a different game? Yeah.
Yeah, so you wouldn't even get to Yoshi till season 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're totally right. Season 3, I don't even know when season 3 would. I don't know where it would take place. I don't know how he fools them again. I guess he just has to, right? Like,
I think. Well, here's the thing: is they've taken such a huge dose
that it could just ride it for a while.
Well, that it's altered their consciousness forever. Like that guy in SLC Punk who had the acid in his pants when the sprinklers went off. So like, there's no getting out of it, and maybe that's what season 3 is, because Mario 3 has all those different worlds in that overworld map. And, in this case, Mario is sort of alone again. You don't have the 4, playable characters. You're back to Mario and Luigi. And so you sort of, it's about them trying to escape this hellscape that Mario has put them into. Like, Mario's become the villain.
I was about to say, it sounds like he's the bad guy.
Well, that's the thing. In his head, in his Don Quixote head, this is a modern Don Quixote, he sees himself as a hero, but he's actually a dangerous sociopath.
Sure. Which is why the cops were after him in the first place.
Like, they're not trying to hurt him. They're trying to put him in a safe space. And so, maybe he does get captured for a while, and that's like a dungeon scene or something. That's one of the castle levels with like the skeleton Koopas and the thwomps. There's your Josh Gad. He's a thwomp.
Yes, totally. You can play that for real. I would watch the hell out of this show. So ABC, NBC, AMC, any of the C's. HBO Max, you need content.
We know you do. Those Sopranos reruns are only going to get you so far.
Look, that's a 20-year-old show at this point, okay? People have seen it, although I haven't seen it all the way through.
It's great. But it's time for the Super Marios instead of the Sopranos.
Yeah.
You can also just do like a family drama. Oh, sorry, you've got something else.
I was just going to say I think it might be time to pay some bills in light of this really extensive world building we just engaged in.
I'm sorry, did I carry it?
No. It was the perfect amount of far, I think. So do you listen to a lot of podcasts?
No.
I don't either, which is, I
when
have
you're
several
making
of them.
content, how do you,
Time
you
to
don't have
listen
time
to
to consume
content.
it? Yeah.
Well, on a lot of podcasts, a lot of well-known podcasts, there is they do advertisements for an app called Honey. And Honey, the basic premise is that it's like an app that you have, or like a browser. I don't even know. It's like a plugin of some sort that tracks, like, okay, cool, you spent X amount of dollars at this site. Well, guess what? You're going to get like money back because you got like a special code or something like it basically finds you money that it can save, and it then gives you that money back. So our sponsor this week, it's a one-man show up in upstate New York, very similar in premise.
Sure.
His service is called MARMALADE. It's very similar to Honey.
I was gonna ask if it was molasses.
That one was already copyright. Someone already trademarked that for this purpose. So it's like Honey, but it's just one dude in upstate New York. And it's not automated or anything. Like, you have to send him your receipts, and then he like.
So he's an accountant.
Yeah. Yes, but he wanted like a catchy name to like appeal to Gen Z or like.
So like he saves you money by like doing your taxes.
Yeah.
Like helping you figure out how to split your money into like a business account and a personal account, and he'll call up retailers you bought from and yell at them until they agree to give you a small refund on a purchase.
Right. And he's very.
That's how he gets the money back.
Right. So he's very good at that.
He's a terrific bully, folks.
Yes. He doesn't have a website though, or an app or anything like that. You can only reach him. This is analog. No, he does. Well, it's not completely analog. You can only reach him at his Prodigy email address. It's jakemarmalade@prodigy.net. And a turnaround for most rebates is 4 to 6 weeks.
That's as long as the Pepsi rebate I got on my Home Alone 1 VHS cassette.
Yeah. So this guy hasn't really evolved a whole lot since the early 90s. But
when you've perfected a thing,
But he wants to take some baby steps into the 21st century, and he thought our show would be a perfect place to, talk about Marmalade and.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're a couple of dinosaurs ourselves, so like this guy was in his prime when we were teenagers. Mm-hmm. So like I feel like it's our duty, because in another 20 years, kids who are we're going to need their help. We're going to be sending like, Venmos or whatever the 22nd century equivalent
is. This guy sent us a check.
I live till the 22nd century.
A personal check. Yeah, a personal check. I cashed it last week. Yeah, I cashed it last week and made sure that it cashed before we brought him
Talked him up. Okay.
I didn't want anything like, because just the 21st century now. I don't trust checks anymore. But Jake seems like a good guy. I mean, not to some people, I guess, because he yells at them, but for us, good guy.
Yeah, well, he's tough on businesses and soft on consumers. And honestly, in a world where big business seems to own all of us in one way or another, we need a hero like Jake Marmalade.
You heard it here, folks. Jake Marmalade at prodigy.net. Shoot him an email. Let him know what you're looking for, what you're looking to get a rebate on. He can help you out with it.
He'll send you his rates, yeah. An American hero.
Yeah, Jake Marmalade, American hero. Yeah.
Okay, so would we do a season based on Mario Kart? Like, could there be like a season that has to do with like cars and racing? Because the Mario Kart cast is actually quite large. Like, you could really expand. Like, that could be like your
I think yes.
Sweep week. Maybe it's just one episode instead of a whole season.
My mind, no, it's a whole season. In my mind, it is like the Fast and the Furious meets Mario.
I mean, to be fair, that's kind of what Mario Kart is.
Yeah.
So it's sort of, I 100%. But like the blue turtle shells and stuff are actually like IUDs. No, not IUD.
IUD. You won't get pregnant, girl. Throw it out there. You won't get pregnant, Peach.
You're not going to be in first place no more, but we
You
got
won't
that
get
baby
pregnant
thing
either.
taken care of.
It's on lockdown. You won't. IEDs.
Yeah. I can't believe I made that mistake.
That's I make that mistake.
Revoked.
I probably make that mistake all the time because in my mind it just comes out so easily. But like there have been times where I'm like, yeah, they ran over an IUD or an IED, and I'm like, oh shit, fuck.
That just blew them up. Yeah, that
and they're like, what do you mean birth control blew them up? It blew them up like on a metaphysical level or on a
yeah, it's something free sexually.
Yeah, like it blew up their preconceived notions of premarital sex. Okay. I didn't mean like physically blew them.
They're fine.
But they are enlightened now. and protected from unwanted pregnancies. And to be fair, isn't that what you want?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, everyone deserves that.
Everyone should be able to bust that nut without worrying about knocking someone up.
Right. Why do you got to make this about terrorism when I'm just talking about sex?
Oh, I'm sorry. You thought I was talking about the war in Iraq. No, I'm talking about the war on
pussy. Yeah. Except, the war on it makes it sound like we're against it. So it's
what is it the war on? It's the war on unwanted pregnancies.
Yeah, it's a war on unwanted pregnancies. It's a war on lack of reproductive freedom. It's a war for reproductive freedom.
Yes, there it is. I could get behind that. Hashtag war for reproductive freedom.
Yeah, make sure and get that attached to this show. I'm sure we won't get anyone pissed. Because there aren't people on the internet who will take any excuse to get mad at you.
It's a good thing you got that P.O. box because you're going to get a bunch
of some
email.
That's true. So to pay some of my bills. Actually, I won't make any money off this. I'll probably lose money. But if you are a reader and you are interested in getting a signed Cosmology of Monsters bookplate, I'm going to have those details up on social media pretty soon, and I'll share them here once I know what I've paid for the box, the P.O. box, but I haven't gone to actually get it yet, so I don't know which one it is.
So we don't know the details yet, but when we do, it'll be a breaking news alert. Probably
Kurt Loder
first. Yeah, right. Kurt Loder. What was he wearing last time? It was like
a sports coat.
Yeah, but
it was a dick wearing a sports coat.
It was the sock for you, cock sock.
The culture of the 1 foot. Yeah. Can I just say, I think our last episode, I'm really enjoying this one, but I thought I don't always listen to the show, but I did listen to last week's, and I thought it was really good.
It was probably hitting on all cylinders. I don't really know what else to say this week. What did we learn this week?
We learned that there is a potent, a rich vein of ore to be mined from the Mario mythos, mixed with prestige TV. We learned about the war for reproductive freedom.
War for reproductive freedom, which I think we could talk about in further in depth on later shows for sure. Yeah. We learned that Knuckles was originally an enchilada.
An ironically named enchilada. Cruelly named, one might say.
Yes, I would say cruel is the right word to use there. And we learned that Stephen King thinks you are a mensch. I don't know if he thinks you're a mensch, but he does think
my book is cool. Yeah.
Yes, he does think your book is cool and cool enough to tweet about it.
And yeah, so way to make all my dreams come true, Stephen King. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, I think we've had a productive week. I'm expecting that call